Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Hello students, as we are all aware that the citywide group of schools has started its virtual teaching since last week. Today we want to discuss the second week topic in GSS2 Basic Technology under the major topic called Belt and Chain Drives. And that topic is the chain drive. The chain drive. The chain drive is a subtopic also under the major topic we discussed last week. So it is the second part of the topic. After the belt drive, so the second one is the chain drive. But this week topic is subdivided into two parts. And it is the first part we are going to discuss first. So later the second part will be issued. But before we start the discussion, I want to give you some questions on the first week topic I've discussed with you. Number one question, as we can see on the screen, it states that we should sketch a typical belt drive and label its parts. That one carries 2 marks. Number 2 question, you have to state any 6 applications of a belt drive. That one carries 12 marks, making 14 marks with the first one. And the last one, which is number 3 question, you have to state 3 advantages of belt drives. That one carries 6 marks, making 20 marks altogether. So the reason why you have been given these questions and they are not attached to the first week topic we have discussed. So it's to make you do more researches on the first week topic I've discussed with you, and also to make you go back to that topic so as to link it to the second week topic that we are about to discuss now. Last week, we were made to know that both the belt drive and the chain drive are used for power transmission in any machines that uses them. As it was stated in the first week lesson, both belt and chain drive are used for transmitting power from one point to the other in any machine that uses them. The chain drive was therefore developed or invented in order to cater for the lapses encountered in the use of the belt drive. For example, the difficulties posed by the use of belt drive in grinding machine are minimized in bicycles which use chain drive for more safety. What this is trying to explain to us is that the chain drive is safer than the belt drive, because in the belt drive the belt can suddenly cut, thereby causing accident for the person that uses it. But this type of difficulty is not usually experienced in the use of the chain drive, because the chain in this one is more powerful and stronger than the belt used in the belt drive. And that is why they introduced this one in bicycles in order to reduce the accident that people may be exposed to. Now, let us go to the definition of the chain drive. The chain drive is an arrangement of 2 or more sprockets connected together by 1 or more chains, which are always made of metal for the transmission of power. let us see a typical example of a chain drive. This is a typical example of a chain drive. It has two sprockets named type B and type C, and we also have the roller chain. So that is how a typical chain drive looks like. Now, the working principle of the chain drive. Power is transmitted in chain drives by the roller chain. We can all see it vividly from the diagram. So it is the roller chain that helps the machine to rotate both sprockets. So the roller chain is connected across the driver sprocket and the driven sprocket. As the chain passes over the sprocket, the holes in the chain and the teeth on the sprocket cause the driver sprocket to move the driven sprocket, thereby causing the power transmission. What this is trying to tell us is that when the driver sprocket is being driven by the electric motor or the fuel powered motor to which it is attached, so the driver sprocket will now start moving the driven sprocket. The driven sprocket is the sprocket that is connected to the load side of the machine, and when the driver sprocket start moving the driven sprocket, so the driven sprocket will now start doing the work we want it to be doing, and that is how it works. So whether we want it to be carrying loads or we want it to be moving something more powerful, so it will now start doing the work as we want it. So that is how chain drive also works. So majorly it is used for power transmission as the use belt drive for. Inshallah, that is where we are going to stop for today. In the second part topic, we are going to discuss the applications of the chain drive, its advantages and disadvantages. So this one, I pray that Allah should make it better understood than how it has been delivered. Ma salam.